You knew it was coming, so let's get to it. Bose QC35 II versus the Sony 1000XM2. These two are perhaps the most popular options right now when it comes to noise cancelling headphones. And both of these headphones have their own strong and weak points. But more importantly, which is right for you? We're about to find out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can watch these headphones individual reviews here after you're done watching this video. Both of these headphones retail for $350, and both of these headphones come in two colorways. The Bose QC35 II come in black and silver, and the Sony 1000XM2 come in black and gold. And they both come included with a hard shell carrying case, a micro USB cable for charging, and an audio cable. The Sony 1000XM2 come included with an airplane adapter, while Bose decided to leave out the airplane adapter for the Bose QC35 II. If you want to pick either of these headphones up, I'll have links in the description below, and I'll keep them updated so you can get the best deal possible. Both of these headphones are relatively identical on the outside to their predecessors, the Sony NDR1000X and the original Bose QC35. And just like before, the Bose QC35 II have far superior build quality over the Sony 1000XM2. The panels on the Bose QC35 II are made out of glass-filled nylon, which are more durable and lighter than the plastic ones on the 1000XM2. The plastic panels on my 1000XM2 haven't had the cracking issue that was fairly common on the 1000X, but it's still too early to tell if the cracking issue is gone. The plastic panels on the 1000XM2 are snapped into place, while the panels on the Bose QC35 II are screwed in. So if you flex the headband on the Bose QC35 II, there's really no squeaking or cracking, and the panels stay in place better. Whereas if you flex the headband on the 1000XM2 too much, you risk the panels snapping out of place. Both of the headphones are using synthetic leather on the ear cups and headband, and they both have plush padding. But the padding on the Bose QC35 II is just a little softer, and it stays cooler for a little longer than the 1000XM2. The ear cups on the Bose QC35 II are also larger than the 1000XM2, so they encase your whole ear, while the ear cups on the 1000XM2 might rest on your earlobes if you've got bigger ears. What this means is the Bose QC35 II have far superior build quality and slightly better comfort over the Sony 1000XM2. But like I've said before, the Sony 1000XM2 forgo build quality in favor of features. First off, the 1000XM2 have a better battery life than the Bose QC35 II. The Sony 1000XM2 should last you a little over 30 hours with noise cancellation turned on, while the Bose QC35 II have a battery life of 20 hours with noise cancellation turned on. And they both have quick charging. If you plug in the 1000XM2 for 10 minutes, you should get around 70 minutes of playback time, but if you plug in the Bose QC35 II for 15 minutes, you should get about 2.5 hours of playback time. Concerning sound quality, I prefer the 1000XM2 over the Bose QC35 II. The highs on the Sony don't crash like they do on the Bose, and there's much less distortion at higher volumes on the Sony. Although the Bose QC35 II have a little more depth, the bass just leaves you hanging, whereas the 1000XM2 have clean bass, and you can adjust your EQ through Sony's Headphones app, and you can't do that on the Bose unless you download a third-party app. If you're debating between these two headphones, chances are you're mainly interested in the active noise cancellation. And I've got to say, Sony has really improved their active noise cancellation technology. When you activate the ANC on the Sony 1000XM2, you feel no cabin pressure on your eardrum and they don't cause any headaches. And the 1000XM2 are also really good at rejecting wind noise. Whereas if the microphones on the Bose QC35 II get hit by a little breeze, you're gonna get some white noise. And I've been very vocal about this in the past, but the ANC on the Bose QC35 II have a lot of cabin pressure and cause headaches. And it's not just me. I've passed the Bose QC35 II around to a few people, and they all said they hurt. If ANC is on the Bose QC35 II and you're not playing music, you're going to hear a caustic hissing sound, whereas with the 1000XM2, there isn't, but you're still blocking out the sound. And when it comes to overall performance, the 1000XM2 is better at blocking out more sound than the Bose QC35 II. And the 1000XM2 also give you more control over your active noise cancellation settings thanks to their ambient sound feature. If you want to block out everything, you can just have your standard noise cancellation turned on. But if you set ambient sound to low, the 1000XM2 will pump in some outside sound so you can be aware of what's going on around you if you're walking in the city. They can also specifically only let in people's voices, and if you want more ambient sound in, you can just raise the ambient sound setting. And they can even adjust your ambient sound setting automatically depending on what you're doing. With the Bose QC35 II, you only have 3 options to choose from concerning your active noise cancellation. You can either choose from high, low, or off. But the coolest feature the Sony 1000XM2 have that the Bose doesn't is quick attention. If someone is talking to you while you have your headphones on and you're playing music, you don't have to take your headphones off. All you have to do is cover the touchpad on the right ear cup, and the headphones will automatically lower the volume of whatever you're listening to and pump in all of the outside sound. So you can talk to somebody like this and you don't have to take the headphones off. Whereas with the Bose, if someone tries to talk to you, you have to take your headphones off, and this isn't as sleek as the Sony. The only addition to the new Bose QC35 II is the action button on the left ear cup, and you can either have this button do one of 2 things. Either you can activate Google Assistant or toggle through your active noise cancellation settings. Like I said in my initial review, you can use Google Assistant with an iPhone, but it's not as useful as it would be if you used it on an Android device. If you tap the action button once, Google Assistant will tell you the time and any notifications you might have. But if you press and hold the action button, you can talk to Google Assistant. What's Tesla's stock price?
Tesla is trading at $350.67 a share after hours, down 0.12% from closing. It's 4:42 p.m. You don't have any recent updates.
And having the action button on the Bose QC35 II is useful if you're a power user of Google Assistant. It really streamlines the process of talking to your assistant. And with the Bose QC35 II, you can use the action button on the left to activate Google Assistant, and you can use the multi-purpose button on the right to activate Siri if you're using an iPhone. So you get 2 assistants at your beck and call. And I like this because sometimes Google is better at more complicated questions than Siri. What's the weather like in New York City?
It's currently clear and 87 degrees in New York. New York. Temperatures are heading down from 87 this afternoon to 75 tonight.
What's the weather like in New York City?
Currently in New York City, it's 87 and sunny. Today, it'll be clear with a forecasted high of 88 and a low of 72.
Who was the president 8 years ago?
George W. Bush and Barack Obama were both president of the United States in 2009.
Who was president 8 years ago?
Let's see what we can find. Here's what I found on the web for who was president 8 years ago. Have a look.
And here are a few minor things to take into consideration. The Bose QC35 II can connect to 2 devices at the same time, so switching from your phone to your laptop like I always do is super easy, whereas the Sony 1000XM2 can only be connected to 1 device at a time, so you can't just hot swap. And like I said in my initial review, premium headphones like the 1000XM2 should be able to connect to multiple devices at the same time. But the Sony 1000XM2 have been updated with aptX HD audio, so the wireless audio quality is better than the Bose QC35 II when streaming off of the same device. And I'm not just saying that because it's on a spec sheet, you can really tell a difference. So, if you're trying to decide between the Bose QC35 II and the Sony 1000XM2, get the Bose if build quality and comfort are your top priorities. Even though the new action button is nice, it's not a must-have feature because you can still just activate Google Assistant straight from your phone. But for everything else, I would pick the Sony 1000XM2. They sound better, they have more features, they have a better battery life, and the Sony Headphones app gives you so much more control over them. Not to mention, the noise cancellation on the 1000XM2 is better than the Bose QC35 II. There's no hissing and there's no cabin pressure, but they still manage to block out more sound. Remember, this isn't a full review of either of these headphones. I'm just trying to point out the most important differences between them so I can help you with your purchase decision. If you want to learn more about either of these headphones, click or tap the icon on the right to watch their full reviews. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It helps out more than you realize. For more product reviews and deal alerts, check out jimcaddy.net. If you want to support the channel, pick up a shirt. And I'll catch you next time.